Welcome back, everybody. We're in the shop today working on the C6. I'm gonna take the oil pan off, work on getting this front passenger fender off, and removing the dry sump system so we can put in all the new stuff that we got to make this thing a little bit more track oriented, a little bit healthier, last a little bit longer, more reliable, all that type of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to working on that. We have MCS coilovers and AP Racing brakes coming for the car, along with wheels. We're gonna put a racing seat, harness bar, all that stuff in it eventually, not yet. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get some of this reliability stuff sorted out. And then, yeah, we'll get this thing back to the track and have some driving footage and do all that type of stuff. So yeah, let's get to working. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is drain the oil. There's 2 drain plugs on this, and then we're gonna remove these cooler hoses. And then we're gonna take this oil pan off. I'm trying to see if there's a couple lines and stuff connected to it. So we're gonna unbolt all of those. But yeah, let's get to work here. It doesn't look like we're gonna have to remove anything else, like the, All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is drain the oil, and then we'll disconnect all these hoses. These are dry sump hoses. I called them cooler hoses, but they are not. They're dry sump hoses. So yeah, we're gonna drain the oil first, and then we'll start taking off all these pan bolts. Well, I'm gonna let this drain out here for a little bit, and then we'll start taking all the other stuff off, and we will come back. All right, all the oil is drained out, and we got the drain plugs back in. So next up, we're gonna take off these dry sump lines. There are 2 13mm bolts. I'm gonna assume that more oil is gonna come out, so we've still got this catch can here. But yeah, we're gonna take out those 2 and slide those back. So once again, we're gonna let that drain out. And then there's a couple little brackets and stuff we gotta take off. There's these 2 bell housing bolts. I think it's only 2. Yeah, 2 bell housing bolts, and then all the pan bolts, and then we should be able to get this thing off of here. It is also important to mention that we already have our front cradle off. But the front cradle runs right here. So if you don't have the front cradle off, you're gonna have to take that out before you can do this. That is an important thing to mention. But yeah, other than that, if you've already got it off, this will not be very hard to do. So, all right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect all these little brackets and stuff hanging off the oil pan. There's a bunch of little 10mm bolts that have these lines and just random stuff tied up to keep it in place. So we're gonna go ahead and get all that out of the way. Bless me. And then yeah, we'll take the pan bolts out and those two bell housing bolts, and then hopefully it'll just come on down. All right, so we got the oil pan down. Next up, we're gonna work on getting that fender off and taking the dry sump system out. And then until the new parts and stuff get here, we'll put all the new stuff back in, but I think that'll be what we try to do today. There's the Firebird over there, needs some work. One of the joints on the brake lines is leaking, and it's pretty much as tight as we can get it, so we gotta try and sort that out. But yeah, we'll get to work on this car. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start taking this fender off. The first thing I'm gonna do is take the wheel well out and then look and see what all we gotta do to get the actual fender itself off. So let me get a little driver for this, it'll be easier. All right, so as you can see here, we got that fender well out. There's the dry sump system. There's a couple of bolts we need to take out to get that off. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish up getting this fender off. I'm gonna have a look at it and see what all I need to take off, and then I'll bring you guys back once we start. All right, so the first bolt that I'm gonna try and get, there's a 7mm all the way pretty much back here. So I'm gonna try and rig up some extensions and put a 7mm on the end of it and figure out if we can reach that one. See if this is enough. It's free, I guess. Well, we got the fender off. Now we're gonna try and take this dry sump tank out. Yeah, so we're gonna see what we gotta do to do that, and then we'll come back and get to work on it. All right, so here we are taking out the dry sump. I don't know how well you guys can see, but there are two nuts down here, and there were these two hoses that went in here. I took those off. It's just a little pin. You slide it to the side, then you pull it back. Those are pretty simple, but we're gonna take those two nuts off, and then there are two more down here. I think those are bolts, but same difference. So we're gonna take those off, and then we might unplug this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unplug that. I don't think this is connected to anything else, but yeah. So there's actually two. I think I'll just do it. Yeah, I'll show you guys. But all right. So we're gonna get these two top nuts off first. Okay, so there it is. There's the dry sump tank. I'm gonna go set this down over here. So that's out. Pretty much good there, I think. We're gonna put all the new stuff back in eventually, but I don't know if that stuff, I don't think that stuff's here yet. So yeah, tomorrow probably, if, I don't know if you guys can hear me over the air compressor. Tomorrow we'll come back, we'll work on some stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be this or something else, but, or we might go to the track tomorrow. I guess we'll see, but that's gonna be pretty much it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to leave a like, check out the channel, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And if you didn't like the video, give it a dislike and let us know what you didn't like and what we can do better on in the future. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, we'll see you.